What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a swell day. And today I have a console that you might or might not have heard of. So let's see what I got. So what I have here is the TurboGrafx 16, just like it says on the front right here. Pretty cool. And so yeah, it's a pretty old console. It might remind you of the Atari. I could see that. And this bad boy came out in, I believe it was like 1989. Yeah, pretty much around there. Pretty cool. And outside of North America, it was called the PC Engine. Not sure why, but yep, you know how they are outside of North America. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is actually also a very rare console. And I guess if you could read there, I don't know if it's clear, but I actually got it for 20 bucks, which, man, that's super rare to find.
Lucky.
Because these bad boys would go for around, I'd say around 300 bucks there. So I definitely got lucky finding this thing. And you're probably wondering, is this like a cover, a case? Yes, it is. There we go. Ooh, I don't know if I should be showing that, but so here we have this part, which you can tell it's supposed to connect something. Oh. And so yeah, this thing would actually connect to a big block where you could actually play CD games, just like the Sega Genesis or Sega CD. So it's nice to have that there. Let's cover that up there. And here you go. This is where you actually put the games. And you're like, well, that's weird. Like, what is the game supposed to be? Or is it square or something? And yes, it is square. Or well, I'll show you in a minute. And there you go. That locks in the card that you put in. That's where you plug in the controller. Very strange. We'll say, I don't think I've seen something like that before. Oh, here you go. And then we have the cables and the plugins on the side. And I don't know if you can see it, but so there's this little stubs or bumps, and that would tell you like channel 3, channel 2. Oh wait, channel 4, channel 3. There you go. Yeah. It's like before you didn't need lights, you had stickers.
Why, back in my day, I'd never...
So there's that orange paper. And then let me see. That's it. Okay, yeah. So this has a little hole there, a little gap, because you plug in. Okay, there you go. Because you plug, I think that's the power, or maybe this is the power. Yeah, I think this is the AV, and this is the power. So let me show you the games I got.
Games? Did someone say games?
So I only have 2 games, and that's because these things are kind of hard to find. I mean, you could get online, but they're also expensive. And I don't remember how much I paid for any of these, but this was the first one I got, and this one I actually got it from eBay. So makes sense, because these are hard to find. And Pac-Land, come on, you can't go wrong with this. And here we go. This is the game. It's like a little card. It's pretty cool.
Aw, so tiny. Aww.
And then there's, I guess, some other games that you recommend, or they recommend. Game cards. There you go. So you got the little plastic to hold it. So I guess I shouldn't be doing that. I should be turning it. There we go. And now I can take it out. And it has its own little sleeves. That's pretty cool. Pac-Land. Pretty cool. Here you go. Some information to make sure you know how to use it. A Hue card. There you go. That's what it's called. Got some Hue cards right here. Oh. I'll put the case back. Here you go. And JJ and Jeff. This one, I will say, I've heard mixed reviews about it. So yeah, some people do like it, some people don't. But I picked it up because I saw a video and people were saying like it may not be perfect, but it's still fun and you should check it out. So I was like, sure, let me check it out. And luckily I actually found it at a store nearby. Sadly, the store's gone, so this is all I got. And there you go. This one's JJ and Jeff. Also, card with a little sleeve there. This one was a lot harder. I was struggling. I remember trying to take it out. So I'll just swipe it out, even though it should twist and turn. Or maybe it shouldn't. Maybe that one's broken because it looks like there's 2 little little screws there, or whatever it is it's held in with two things. So maybe I should just swipe it out. And some more games I recommend. If I can. There we go. Oh, it even said Pac-Land, of course. Oh, this one might have been upside down. It's also a little sticky. It's kind of gross. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think it says the same information. Yeah. I mean, just like you see on cartridges. Got that gold line or whatever it's called. Man, this is super thin. It's like a thick card right here. There we go. Put that back. Yeah. Whoa. Here's the controller, just like you saw on the front or on the thumbnail. Pretty cool. I mean, as you can tell, it kind of looks just like an NES, but has a few extra buttons. Select and run. And then you have these switches, which I believe they kind of, it adds either speed or makes it more difficult. I'll have to check that. Yeah, even the names right there, Turbo Pad, okay. I mean, it actually feels pretty good. It's not that bad. But yeah, very similar to NES. And then the part where you connect to the console is also kind of big and bulky and fat. There you go. So you can tell, it's actually not sticky, but it's kind of rubbery. Very strange. And I know it's not that important, but well, here are the cables. So just like the Atari, all these cables, a big fat thing. Yeah, you probably remember this if you're old.
You just call me old?
Yeah, this plugs in for the AV, I believe. Yeah, because this is for the power. Oh. Here you go. And so let's put it in game. Pac-Land. Oh, and the cool thing about this game is that you can actually play it on the modern consoles now, because they put it in the Pac-Man collection, Pac-Man Mania collection. I don't remember the name, but I'll show it on the screen. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with this. It's a 2D platformer. And if you played Smash Bros, the stage for Pac-Man or for Pac-Land is on there, so you've probably seen it before. Oh. Here we go. And so, yeah. Here you just put it like this. Okay, yeah, it doesn't hold. That's why you need...
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
No, it's supposed to be something like this. Okay, there you go. It finally stuck in there. And then you got that to hold it in. Now it's nice and tight. I'm not even doing much shaking. Yeah. And another cool thing is that the TurboGrafx 16 also had a handheld version. And you could actually use the same card. So it's almost like, you know, you play it on the console or the home console. You have to go somewhere. You take it out. You put it on the handheld. And bam, you can continue playing. Or, well, I don't know if it holds memory, but you can continue playing the same game. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. Just put this back. No, we'll put it like this. Yeah, but even the handheld console is really expensive, so if you ever find that and it's really cheap, you should probably check it out. Whoa. I think you plug in like this. Nope. Okay, yeah. That part goes on top. Yeah. And you're probably wondering if it's multiplayer. I mean, I guess that's kind of obvious. Or just in case you didn't know, it is multiplayer. So they do have a splitter where you can actually connect 4 of these if you have the money to buy all 4 controllers. But yeah, I mean, this is actually a pretty cool toy. Or definitely a cool console. A nice piece of history to know about. Oh, and they also made a mini version. So if you've probably seen it or heard of it. TurboGrafx 16 Mini. But I will say at the moment it's kind of expensive. When it came out, it was like $100. But now it's probably going for like 200 or more. But I will say that's probably the best way to kind of get into it and kind of like if you want to try out a few games, because it's been a while, but I'm assuming it comes with like 40 games, 40. And the cool thing is it actually came with American and Japanese games. So it's almost like you get twice as much games. But yeah, let me know if you've ever heard of it, or if you have one, or if you've played it before, grew up with it, or always wanted to check it out, or if you have the mini version too, because that's pretty cool. But thank you for joining me. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.